I'm a new dad. Maybe I should.
Show her to the world,
I mean,
bro.
she's here.
Clickbait.
Here we go. Baby. Here's our baby. Brand new to the world. Here we go. Lunchly is now in stores.
Logan, mate, it's time to put a Lunchly down. You have a kid now. It might actually be time to become a human again. Maybe give KSI a call, because by the day, this is getting sadder for him. We are weeks into this, and the guy is still spiraling.
Oh, man, this... Right on.
And KSI aside, Logan Paul has finally activated the kill switch. He's brought in his most talented glazer, Mike Malak, and they've done a podcast together. As you can probably guess, it's about as bad as you would expect it to be.
There have been many snacks and beverages that have upset me to a point that I almost had a manic breakdown. And I've seen the breakdowns happening on social media over the past couple of weeks.
To be fair to him, people are actually having breakdowns. Not in the way Mike's trying to represent it, but they are definitely happening. And at some level, I can't blame this guy. He was created in a lab to please Logan Paul. Just look at the way he looks at him. That is real love.
And I can feel already.
And it's not even just a podcast, by the way, because Logan Paul has been crashing out on Twitter. TommyInnit criticised him for promoting Prime during a Gaza conflict segment of his podcast. I mean, that is a mental screenshot, and as you can probably imagine, Logan did not take it well. His response was to tweet some images of him ignoring TommyInnit. I mean, Tommy, mate, I wouldn't take it too personally. This isn't the first time he's left someone hanging.
I get it.
Yeah.
Some people have offended you with their snack. I'm offended by this snack.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I don't know who this NPC is who just spawned, but by the look of his eye placement, the only snack he sees is Logan. But in all seriousness, the gaslighting on show here is mental. And the further we get into this podcast, the worse it gets.
I just can't believe that we're in a place where people are mad about it. A turkey, cheese, and cracker stack.
Reducing the criticism to people being mad over a cracker stack is just masterful. I mean, this guy is the king of gaslighting. I've said it before. Logan Paul would punch you in the face and then ask why you're mad over a human hand. It's shameless, really, but in fairness, we wouldn't expect anything less.
Turkey, cheese, and cracker stack.
Okay, who is Dan DTM? Who is he?
From Belize.
Yeah, who is Dan DMT?
Here's what I do know.
DMT?
Dan DMT.
I mean, in fairness, obviously his face lights up when psychedelics are mentioned.
DMT.
Here's what I do know.
DMT?
Dan DMT.
But their unified PR response at this point is just to kind of pigeonhole everyone criticising them as Minecraft kids. I don't know why, because under any scrutiny that does obviously fall apart. But at this point, realistically, they are just out of options. And sadly, there are actually people out there that will buy this.
Oh, he's a Minecrafter.
Totally.
Is that what he does?
Yes, he's a Minecrafter.
Is he as big or less big than the young kid that we had on that one time?
Now, this bit is pretty funny because they've obviously recorded this podcast before the Twitter beef. There is just the most abrupt cut of all time, and who could tell why?
Jack Doherty?
No, the kid that was the Minecrafter that we had on in England.
But yeah, Dan TDM is apparently pretty big.
Realistically, he actually probably said something nice. I can imagine as soon as that first tweet went out, he instantly scrubbed it. If I humbled myself like Logan did on Twitter, then I also wouldn't want to funnel anyone towards it, because it really was pathetic, and he did it for no reason. His first response to the original tweet was just to show a snippet of the glazing, and Tommy immediately hit back by saying, if I had a daughter and I lost a beef with TommyInnit in 1 week, I would kill myself. And this clearly made Logan switch, because he just started spamming screenshots. And he was glazing, but in fairness to Tommy, he was just being nice. He then did finally text him back, but it seemed like it was too little too late. And realistically, Tommy did have the last laugh.
Vapely. Vapely is an all-new way to make fans feel good.
He has basically stolen my prime cigarette bit from the last two videos. But even with that in mind, Logan's position is still indefensible. He might also be the first YouTuber to get done for not messaging a kid. Normally it's the other way around, so new ground is being made here.
I think it's representative and indicative of how deep the YouTube sphere goes, that someone could come out and make a statement and you're like, who's that guy? And 40,000 of his fans or 100,
hundreds of thousands of millions.
The consideration that they might have just fucked up doesn't even cross their mind. Again, I actually can't tell if they're being willfully ignorant. These guys are so LA brained that they might actually think they're victims here.
He's got a lot of fans who like his Minecraft content and
hate you.
Well, I guess all I can do is hear him and hear what people are saying, and we're a company that listens to the consumer and the feedback. And
it is kind of impressive how quickly his mind snaps back into that PR mode. He does it on reflex, man. He is a professional.
we're a company that listens to the consumer and the feedback. And
If they were actually listening to the consumer, they probably would have unreleased this by now. Clearly not though, so who doesn't love some hollow words from Logan Paul? Speaking of, this was actually the point where he went into a monologue. He kind of does this every video at this point. I guess this is his version of taking the high road, and every time he does it, it's just painful.
we have some stuff in the pipeline. I think that's going to excite people. But yeah, man, I think we're in a weird spot where tearing people down and hatred and negativity gets way more attention, clicks, and views than the opposite.
I do love when YouTubers get big off being like the most abrasive, drama-centric personalities conceivable. And then as soon as they have made it, they immediately pull the ladder up behind them. We're seeing it here with Logan Paul. You know, you might remember his old vlogs. His old content speaks louder than anybody else's, so it's kind of funny that he's preaching positivity. Obviously, anyone that's quote-unquote made it wants everything to be happy and positive. It is purely because they are now the subject of the criticism. It's just also shameless, but for the 5th time, I don't expect anything less.
Which is a little sad because, like, in a world where YouTubers are trying to expand and build businesses, I do feel like there should be a level of support. Like, I think YouTubers should be supporting YouTubers.
I mean, for a man that slept with his brother's ex, I'm not sure you can preach loyalty. It just is so funny that he ever preaches positivity. Logan Paul, you are a droid. And with that said, we are going to move on. Because KSI is still crashing out, and somehow it is getting worse. He's trying to pretend like he's in on the joke on some meta level now. While he is trying to play along, I think deep down he is actually really hurt.
Away with murder, this, that, Viola Davis one. Is not done. They stop and stare, watch rare, clear, stainless one. Debate this one.
Yeah, this is actually the face of somebody that's in on the joke. He looks like he's loving it, and who could blame him? As far as I can tell, KSI is the first man to get ratioed on YouTube. So with that in mind, in every appearance he does, he kind of has no choice.
It's like me and you going in a boxing match, you calling my mom ugly and fat, and then piecing out and going back home. Like, where are you going?
Wait, he called your mom ugly and fat?
No, he did not.
And obviously, on some level, this is driving a lot of traffic towards this stuff. People are picking up on this and, you know, tweeting it out as if it's like some esoteric secret. I think we all know it's promotion, but that doesn't automatically make it a good thing. The joke is that the song is unironically shit. Like, congrats, mate, you got us.
JJ, Thick of It, featuring Trippie Redd. Let's go.
When your own brother can't watch it for more than 4 seconds without laughing, realistically, mate, it might be time to unrelease that. Comedy Shorts Gamer, by the way, infamously a very serious guy. But you know what? I'll give KSI's flowers. Ever since he released this, knife crime has dropped about 100%. Granted, it is because everyone's running inside, but you know what? They all count. Really though, I do think he's just hurting inside. And every clip I see does just kind of make me a little bit sad, really.
Where's the audio? Oh my God.
Like and sub, or those trucks will drive to your house.